Welcome once again to another wonderful section of our training. I must really commend you all for making it up to this point, especially for those of you who have gotten your domain name and hosting package. Of course, if you do not know how to get your domain name and hosting package from Namecheap, kindly go back to that video where we discussed and showed you how you can actually purchase your domain name and hosting from Namecheap. So by now, for those of you who purchased your domain name, you should actually have your details being sent to you from Namecheap to your email. The email you provided, Namecheap should probably send some details carrying the information to your cPanel, like the login details to your cPanel. So the information will look somewhat like this, almost the same. Okay, to look something like this. You can see the IP, the domain name that we got, digigla.com, and every other, the username and the password. These are actually the most basic things for now for us to know. So after getting this information from Namecheap, how can we now access our cPanel? That is a very, very big question, especially for people like us watching this video that have no idea about how the cPanel functions. Remember, I said the cPanel is your control panel where you can actually upload files, information like data, text, and maybe pictures to your website too. For you to do that, you need a cPanel. Remember, I said you cannot come to this front end like this Namecheap and start writing things and on the front end for your clients or your traffic to view it. No, you need access to your cPanel, which is the control panel. So for us to log into our cPanel, to log into your cPanel, you have to put in the domain name slash cPanel. So you have to save that up in your notepad. Remember, I said that the best format for you to take notes in the course of this training is using your notepad. Okay, write the question down and provide the answer. That is as simple as possible, instead of you writing voluminous notes and having to look up those information somewhere or having to go through the information. Why not just ask the question and answer? So the simple question to this is, how can I log into my cPanel? Of course, as you all know, the answer is domain name or domain/cpanel. Okay, your domain name can be .org, digigla.org, .net, anything at all you want it to be. So as we all have it here, we will now proceed to the internet to search up this information. Our website we got is digigla.com/cpanel. So we have to log in. This is how we can actually log in to our cPanel. So once you do this, cPanel will come up and you have the interface to put in your username and your password. Remember, for the cPanel to give you access, you need a very strong network. Of course, cPanel will not give you access to it if your network is not strong, or if it's not a network you have been using before. cPanel will give you serious issues. Okay, so you have to make use of a network that you have been using before. So like you can see, I'm having a little issue due to the network. Okay, I wasn't connected already, I just noticed. So let me reconnect back. I lost the internet here, have to reconnect again. So after doing that, we should be able to log into our cPanel. having a little challenge here, so just bear with me. Okay, so I should log into my cPanel now. I did not notice when this happened, so let's see exactly what we have. So immediately you put this in and your network is fine, your cPanel should open. Like I said, if you have a network, you are using a network that you've not been using before, cPanel will give you serious issue. You might not be able to log into cPanel at all. So we are now being logged into our cPanel. So once this happens, you have to put in the username and of course the password that that you've been sent from Namecheap. You can as well go on, after putting the password, you can as well go on to change the password. So right now we are putting our password and we have to now log into our cPanel. So as you can see already, the cPanel is being logged in. So guys, this is where we can do almost everything we need to do about this our website digigler.com. This particular website, we can do everything we want to do here. As you can see here, the first category is the email category. In the email category, you can find the email accounts, the forwarders, and the autoresponders. Don't worry guys, we'll be talking in a little while, we'll be talking about that. You can see the category of files where you can upload different files, images, file manager, and the rest of them. The database that has to do with the PHP, SQL, and don't worry about this particular one. We are not working on code. We are not using codes to build this website, so we will not really have to do much with this. You have the domain, the metrics, the security. Remember the SSL we got. This is actually where you can manipulate it. Okay, for the software and advanced preference, Softaculous apps installer. This is where I want you to pay close attention to. Of course, this Softaculous app installer has some content management softwares. This content management software, as you can see, you've seen WordPress here. You can see other content management software. You can see there are almost some millions of content management software that we can actually make use of to build our websites. But remember, we said that we are going to make use of WordPress. Guys, why WordPress? Let me tell you why we are going to make use of WordPress. Number one thing you need to know is this: out of 100 websites in the world today, about 30% of the websites globally is being produced or made by WordPress. So if there are about 100 websites in the world today, about 30 of them is being powered by WordPress, guys. Why are we now using this WordPress? As you can see, this WordPress is not an application that was developed by one person. This application was developed by some professional web developers. They actually came together to build this content management software that can easily help us to build a website. So using WordPress, you can actually build a website with the drag and drop features. So you do not have to go through the stress of writing codes, writing HTML, writing CSS, writing JavaScript, PHP, and the rest of them, guys. The WordPress has made it much easier for us to do this by just dragging and dropping. So that is the good news you have. So even if you do not know how to code, definitely you can also build a website using WordPress. Is that not marvelous, guys? It is something really interesting. Of course, you will not have to go through that stress of writing many codes. By now you will have been wondering, how will I start mastering all these codes? You'll be thinking, oh, is this web design training about writing codes? Will I be able to master some of you guys already asked me, told me that you do not have laptops. How will I be able to cope, guys? WordPress will help you do all of those things without stress. So going back to our emails, the email this is where I already talked about in the introductory part of this training. I told you that you've seen customized webmails like info@digiglar.com, support@digiglar.com. Guys, this is where we can actually create these email accounts and forwarders. So we'll be talking about this in the later part of this video. So get your fingers ready, because definitely we are going to start the practical in earnest. We are going to start the practical in earnest. Remember, I said we are going to design a blog. After designing a blog, we will head on to design an NGO website. After designing an NGO website, we will head straight to designing a company website. To crown it all, we will also design an e-commerce website, all with words, courtesy of WordPress. So get your fingers ready, guys, because we are going straight into the real practical of getting everything through the cPanel and designing our websites immediately. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you guys in the next part of this training. Thank you.